Write down 8 to the power of 0. When we've got a power of 0, it basically means that the answer is 1. For GCSE, the answer will be 1. 4 to the power of 0, our answer would be 1. 6 to the power of 0, our answer would be 1. Write down the value of 8 to the power of -2. Now, when we've got a minus sign in front of the power, that means we need to flip the base number, which is 8. We do the reciprocal, we flip it. Think of your keep change flip. So 8 basically means 8 over 1. So if we flip that, that becomes 1/8. We've used up the minus sign, so we give that a tick. But now we need to do this to the power of 2. So I've got to do 1 squared and 8 squared. 1 squared is 1 and 8 squared is 64. So our final answer is 1/64. Work out the value of 4 to the -6 times 4 to the 9, all divided by 4. Okay, now our first job is going to be to simplify these indices. So we've got -6 and 9. Now, what we do is when we're timesing, when we've got the same base number, we've got 4 and 4, and we've got our indices -6 and 9, what we do is we add these indices together. So -6 plus 9, that's our first job to do when simplifying. -6 plus 9. So if we're at -6 and we add 9, we get up to 3. So our top is now 4 to the power of 3 divided by 4. Now, this 4 actually means 4 to the power of 1. Now, when we times our indices, we are adding our powers, but when we divide, we take away our powers. So we have to simplify this by doing 3 minus 1, which equals 2. So we're now left with 4 to the power of 2, which is 4 squared. And then if we work out the value of 4 squared, 4 times 4 is 16. Simplify 2 to the -5 times 2 to the 8, all squared. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to simplify these indices first of all, and we know from our previous question, when our base is the same and we're timesing, we add the powers. -5 plus 8, so we're down at -5, we add 8, we get up to 3. So this has simplified to 2 to the power of 3. But now we've got to square it all, so I'm going to put it in a bracket, 2 to the 3, and that's all squared. Now, when we have a power of a power, we multiply the powers. So we do 3 times 2. So we finish up with 2 to the power of 6, as it wanted our answer as a power of 2. Find 2a minus 3b as a column vector. Okay, so we've got to do 2 lots of a, 2 lots of a, and 3 lots of b. So I'm going to put a 2 in front of the vector 3, 4. So that means 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8. And then b, we need to do 3 lots of that. So I'm going to do 3 times 5 to the minus and -2. 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 lots of -2 is -6. Now, I'm just going to move some things out of the way. I'm going to move that out the way because I've finished with that and I've finished with that. So I've got my answers to these column vectors. So let's move that one over, because now what I have to do is subtract 6 minus 15. So I'm on 6 and I go back 15. That will take me down to -9. But here I'm on 8 and then I have to minus -6. Now, we know that when we have 2 minuses together, it creates a plus. So we've then got 14, because 8 and 6 is 14. So that's our column vector there.